those who wish to compete for leadership positions in student guilds or participate in beauty contests on campus are occasionally approached by members who promise to use their numbers to secure their win if they agree to become members of their gang. On the streets, many cults promise upcoming artists links to influential industry men and women who are members. Even those involved in other forms of crime like advanced free fraud are promised protection from extortionists once they join the confraternity. For the artisans, cults claim to have political godfathers who employ them for evil purposes like election manipulation and the silence of political opponents. They also assure potential recruits that if they are arrested by the police, their godfathers will quickly bail them out and they will be back on the streets in the blink of an eye. There are numerous other cases in which cults claim to have sway over lucrative job opportunities, including oil companies, civil service and security agencies. Before the actual initiation, one must pay an initiation fee. During cult initiations, a blood oath is taken. Initiation rituals typically include brutal beatings to test the stamina of intended members, as well as the intake of a liquid mixture. Some persons are granted a VIP initiation in exchange for an extra sum of money. They are exempted from the grueling initiation process. Initiation usually takes place in the middle of the night in bushes, cemeteries, or other hidden locations. Intended members could be requested to purchase items such as a bottle of strong rum, candles, or a razor blade, among other things, which will be used during initiation. Older members create a line or circle around blindfolded or occasionally naked intended members while in the secluded initiation ground. They sing, drink, smoke, dance, and create scary noises while viciously beating new intakes till early in the morning. Their objective for beating the new intakes, according to their beliefs, is to purify the initiates of their weaknesses and instill fear in them. Before becoming full members, male initiates may be required to clear an additional hurdle, such as the murder of rival gang members or armed robbery. They are then taught how to identify themselves through various means, such as color codes in the form of their dressing, backed up by their individual orientation or inside knowledge of their customs, slangs, and beliefs. To prove they are strong enough for missions ahead of them, new female members are often required to have sexual liaisons with their male counterparts or to participate in some sort of combat with them. When properly inducted, they can be used to distract male targets through flirtation or seduction before the heel squad comes to take down their target. Cult members does not exclude celebrities or prominent personalities. In reality, cults with well-known members, particularly those in the entertainment business, exploit these celebrities to entice people into the system by promising them opportunities to meet these celebrities, among other things. Many cults have claimed to have stopped operating on college campuses and in the streets, and to have established a properly formal organization, complete with proper registration with the Corporate Affairs Commission. They do this to make membership more appealing to celebrities or working class intended initiates who are unaware of their secret practices. Regardless, they dress in the same color codes and fashion. They speak in the same lingo. They identify with the same gestures as the campus cults. The only difference is that one might have a VIP initiation, that is, there will be minimal or no beating. Despite the fact that each cult claims its own goals or identities and functions under its own philosophy or belief system, they are all violent and are characterized by covenant-induced brotherhood and intolerance to those who do not share in their beliefs. For example, the purpose of black acts is to liberate the black man from all types of oppression and tyranny. The goal of the Vikings Confraternity, which was founded in the 1980s, was to breed fearless intellectual Nigerians who bravely opposed the military administration of that time, even in the face of death. The Paris Confraternity goals included providing an alternative to the intolerant upper-class elites who controlled campus life. Because they have access to weapons and a need to establish supremacy over the other, these confraternities turned cultists now engage in a variety of horrible crimes such as armed robbery, kidnapping, and murder for hire. If a cult wants to attack a rival member, they can write to members of their cults from other schools or states requesting assistance. The purpose of engaging an outside squad is to utilize anonymous faces so that the victim or other students cannot recognize them. They then follow their victims for a while in order to learn about their habits and determine the optimum time to strike. At times, the photographs of their victims would have been sent along with the invitation, or a member within the school joins the hit squad to identify their victim for confirmation before they are attacked. An example is a case that occurred in Edo State some time ago. Inside an Edo State government-owned commercial luxury vehicle known as the Comrade Bus, some persons were trailed and shot dead in broad daylight. The victims were pursued from the moment they boarded the bus, but were killed before reaching their destinations. As you can see from the previous example, cult-related hits can happen anywhere. It could be in a hostel, lecture hall, football viewing centers, beer parlors, bus stops, or parking lots. Victims are sometimes lured out to a deserted spot and attacked there. Weapons of choice include cutlasses, axes, and firearms. One of the first crimes that cults were accused of was bullying lecturers or professors into giving their members high scores. During the 1998 Inter-Hall football competition at the University of Ibadan, Teda Hall defeated Bello Hall in the semi-finals. On the ground that Teda Hall fielded a non-student, Bello Hall petitioned the sports council to declare it the winner. In response, some Teda Hall cult members went to harass the sports council and student affairs officials and demanded that they be declared the winner. I am not sure if the winner has been determined to this day. Crime on the international scene is not left out. Police in the Spanish area of Catalonia recently arrested a group of 23 cult members for allegedly being part of a worldwide conspiracy accused of trafficking people, cocaine, marijuana across borders, as well as faking foreign passports. The organization was also accused of helping in the transport of stolen crude oil into Europe from Africa. Cult members swear an oath of secrecy not to expose information about the identity of other members or the group's operations. If members of the sects break the oath of secrecy, they may be slain by their peers. Aside from their opponents, they've been known to attack snitches, informants, and anyone else who gets in the way of their smooth operations, whether on or off campus. Some time ago, a guy named Shola was assassinated in front of his family. His transgression was that he revealed the identities of numerous cultists who were also robbers, harassing Oworoshoki and his surroundings to members of the Ametukun organization. Tunde Salao, president of the Lagos State University Students' Union, was assaulted with machetes by unknown assailants as soon as he exited the examination hall. This happened in the year 2002, and he died as a result of his injuries. Also in 2002, two undergraduates of the University of Jos in Plateau State were shot and killed while sleeping. It happened during a war of supremacy between cult groups during the period of Miss Uni Jos beauty competition. During that same period, armed cultists killed 18 people at the University of Nigeria, including students, onlookers, and lecturers. The gunmen arrived in stolen cars at the school and fired shots in the engineering faculty, killing a large number of people and injured many more. This attack was in retaliation for the earlier deaths of their members. Certain dates of the year are particularly crucial for various cults. They use it not only to commemorate their creation day, but also to avenge the murders of their members at the hands of other cults. These days include the 15th of June, the 7th of July, 22nd of July, 8th of August, 15th of October, and 26th of December. Female cult groups first began as girlfriends for its male counterparts. They were later pimped to society's powerful men before evolving into international prostitution rings. Confraternities go to great lengths to achieve their goals or keep their secrets hidden. People who choose to leave the group are not exempt. Members of cults rarely leave while still in school. Those who try are beaten or in some cases killed. Some students have dropped out of school to get away from the cultists. This is because it is a system based on fear and control. You took an oath and are bound by that oath. There are grave consequences for oaths broken. A cultist in Enugu State joined a born-again Christian church in 1997 in an attempt to change his ways. Cult members attacked him in his living quarters, stabbing him so many times. After the victim was rescued and taken to a hospital, cult members disguised themselves as well-wishers and attempted to kill him off during a visit in broad daylight. Ritual killing and other voodoo practices are also practiced by cultists. Most voodoo practices entail chopping parts of their victims' bodies and using them to make charms to strengthen and protect them from their foes. As previously stated, this is an introduction to cultism. I will be releasing more films in the near future. Please subscribe to our channel to receive notifications when the videos are uploaded. Please let us know if you have any other concerns that you'd like us to address in the comments box below. Remember to give the video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Before we end this video, I would love to state that not all those in cults are criminals. The unfortunate thing is that the proportions of criminals in cults are high. The fundamental purpose of establishing Nigeria's first confraternity was to create a socio-cultural club that would break down the boundaries that advantaged students in Nigerian colleges had built. However, it has been shifted away from its original goal, focusing instead on intimidation, oppression, and brutalization of other cult organizations, often resulting to fatal bloodshed. They are a well-structured and organized organization that works in the shadows and are extremely brutal. They do not shy away from murder. Cultists are motivated by hunger for power, and what do they do with the power? They harass and intimidate, leaving many of the faint-hearted traumatized. Despite the fact that they still claim to be confraternities and not secret cults, no member of any of the cult groups is willing to divulge anything about their rules and regulations, processes, rituals, or how and where their meetings are held. Further stress my claim. The Oxford Dictionary of Sociology defines a cult as a set of rituals and beliefs of a community in regard of a local god. I won't bother you with the names of the gods this cult group worship in this video. We'll go over it in greater details later. Many people who have joined these gangs have come to regret their decision. They want to leave but are worried about the consequences and reparations that would follow. Have you ever had any encounter with cultists? Please don't forget to tell us about your experience in the comment section below. Take care of yourself and stay safe till we meet again.